What's up, guys? Real quick intro. Welcome to the channel. If you haven't been here before, my name is Luke, and I do car buying advice, and I do some videos on my 2018 Charger Hellcat. Other than that, I'm going to hang around and wait for people to get in while I eat my sour candies. What's up, Edgar? Ooh. Hope I don't make too many people mad. Hey, Brian, what's up? I did a little poll. If you saw it on my, I haven't. You must be hitting the wrong email or something, man. Because I actually went through all my emails today to make sure I got through all the emails I missed over the holiday break. I'm gonna look right now. What email are you emailing? QUIX09? Is your name the same in the email? KEYLIN Watson. Ain't got nothing with your name. What's your email address? If you don't mind putting it up there, and I'll just type it in my. Oh, whoops! Hang on, wrong email. What's up, guys? What's up, Eminem? Keylin Watson. Nothing. Let me look at my junk. Nope, nothing in my junk. I don't know, man. Try forwarding it to me again. I don't see nothing with your name on it. All right, guys. So I know I did a poll earlier on what you'd rather me do. A video of, or me edit the video of what happened to my car, or a live video. Well, I actually went to start editing it for you guys, and I left my camera at work. Big surprise, right? You know, I use the camera every day at work, so you know, if I forget to bring it home with me, I got no footage. So I decided to go ahead and knock out the live stream for you guys, and I'm going to work on the video tomorrow if I get some downtime at work. Maybe on my lunch break or something like that. That way I can publish it tomorrow night for you guys. So, because I really want to get that out. It's very frustrating. I think you guys will be surprised at what happened and just kind of do like a major facepalm along with me. So anyway, of course, I'm looking at all these emails here. Let me just make sure you're not in here. I got Brandon, got Anthony, Jamie. I don't know, man. Hit me up again, Kaylin. I don't see anything in here. All right, so let me pull up the rates and everything here. What's your email? Give me your email address. I'm just pulling up the rates and everything, guys. Yeah, I checked the spam folder and I didn't see anything in there. I actually looked, and it looks like they updated them a couple days ago. Whether or not they changed anything, not sure. But we gonna find out. So what do y'all think of Driveway Demons saying that the 392 is going to go away? I was actually going to do a video about that because I don't know if I believe it quite yet. Anyone else watch that video or hear that the 392 is going away at the turn of the year? $12.18 was the last incentivized lease for 18. Yeah, I don't think I did one. Did I? Let me see the last time I did one. Oh, guess I can't see my live videos on that feed. Get back. Yeah, see, that's what I thought a minute, but he's saying that it's going to go away. Oh, get a text. All right, videos. I'm just seeing it when the last time I did one was 12/13. Okay, yeah. So there has been an update since I did it the last time was on the 13th. And it's when they updated them was on the 18th. So yeah, see, yeah, and see, that's what I agree with you, Eminem. You know, obviously, I don't doubt that they're going to go to the 426 because it's actually here. You know, it's the supercharged version. Of course, I'm sure they have a naturally aspirated version that they're going to be working on. So, and see, that's what I was going to say something about when I went in to do. He said he contacted like 6 dealerships, and he couldn't order a 392, and I'm like, oh, well, that's interesting. Let me see if I can order it. I don't know. I went in there and everything worked fine. So I was going to do a video showing that I can order them, you know, and be like, yo, you know, don't listen to him all the time, I guess. You know, I know he's got a lot of good information, but I mean, you know, if I can do it just fine. And another thing that I don't think they would just announce it or just cut it off without telling anybody. You know, like I know they do some dumb stuff, but like not that dumb. Like, cause like you said, like what about all the people that had ordered scat packs or blah, 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 blah. And then now all of a sudden they're like, oh, wait, it's supposed to have a 426 in it now. Well, they're going to be all screwed and pissed off. You know, I would think they would make it with a model change. They wouldn't just change the engine. I can't remember the last time they just changed and completely changed the main power plant in a car without changing the model, or at least turning it into, you know, the new model year, not right in the middle. You know, I have seen them change complete models in the middle of a model year. Now that's stupid. I've seen them do that. But something so, you know, such a staple in the, you know, that was the Compass. You know, they went from the old Compass to the new Compass in the middle of the year, and it was kind of dumb. But something like the Charger and the Challenger, you know, I don't think they're going to just, oh, by the way, here's a new engine halfway through the year. Anybody who had a 392, screw you. I don't really see them doing that. I'll check on that for you later once I get down to the residuals. You know, or I could just ask in the channel, anybody that's watching, if, you know, you even want to know what the residuals are. I'm going to hit them up real quick because that's what I titled the video, right? Yeah, I mean, they'd have to change it on the Jeep SRT and like all these other vehicles that the 392 is in, and I just don't think they're going to cut it off that quick. And like I said, I went in there to order one and it worked just fine. Yeah, and I'm not about the clickbait, even though it might seem that way sometimes. You got to have a little bit sometimes, right? Nothing would get done in the world if we didn't have a little clickbait. Okay, let's see where we're at here. Challenger scat packs. Ooh. There's now it looks like everything's still on 27 and 39 month leases right now. 39 is 0.00192. I think that actually seems like it went up a little bit, but maybe it's just been that way. It hasn't really been that great of a money factor on them. 57% residual. Now that's good. You know, that compensates for that. So, I mean, if you're doing a 10,000 mile lease, you know, you're getting a, you know, 60% residual, and it has no acquisition fees. So that's good. So Scat Pack Challenger, not too bad. You know, interesting little tidbit too. if you've watched my channel, and there's a controversial video of the, I did a little quick drive of the Scat Pack Daytona, and I called it a 2019 Charger Scat Pack Daytona, and everybody flipped their shit because they're like, oh, it's a Daytona 392. You don't know what you're talking about. But for 2019, they changed everything with the 392 to a Scat Pack. There is no more SRT with a 392 in a Charger or Challenger, right? So the interesting thing that I see that they did for the Challengers, for whatever reason, they still call them a RT Scat Pack. So there's no SRT, but they still call it an RT Scat Pack. But in the Charger, it's not an RT Scat Pack. It's just Scat Pack. Little useless information there. But anyway, Charger 2019 Charger 0.00103. See, that's a little bit better than 0.00192, but still not good. I think it's been 0.00103 all month. 51% residual. You know, it's not a great month for a 2019 Charger Scat Pack, and I've been saying that over and over again. No acquisition fee. Hellcat 0.00014 with 55% residual. You know, the Hellcat Charger is doing pretty good right now. So nothing wrong with getting one of those. For being so new, that's pretty good numbers. And I'm looking way over there this time. I'm going to switch screens so I'm not looking away from you guys. Give me a sec. I want to connect with you, my boys. All right. So, all right. I'm over there. I'm over there now. I just got to look way far over to see if you guys said something. All right. So the Fiat Spider. Just kidding. Okay. 2018. All right. 2018 Challenger real quick. I'll do your Jeep too. Scat Pack 0.00171. Yeah, not so great. And 52%. So yeah, 18 Challengers, Scat Pack starting to fade out a little bit. Shaker, on the other hand, is really good. You know, we can find a Shaker around somewhere. 0.00006. So hardly any money there, or interest rate, and it's 50% residual still. So you can probably still get a decent lease on those. Hellcat's still strong. 0.00011 and 59%. So really good. There is an acquisition fee though. And it looks like the same money on a wide body, because they still separated them in 2018, 0.00011 and 55 residual. So again, those points, those few little points there for that wide body, you know, because of that, they're just trying to get that little extra money out of that wide body. Thing is, those 4 points could mean like $100 a month. So let alone the fact that the wide body is more money. Charger, Scat Pack, 2018, actually 0.00087 on the money factor and only 46% residual. So, at least in a Dodge, 2018 Dodge Charger Scat Pack is kind of got to go by the wayside. Now, again, if you could find an SRT laying around somewhere 392, they're doing really well. 0.00013 for money factor and 55% residual. There is an acquisition fee. So they're actually doing pretty good still, if you can find one. All right, I'm going to read some of your comments real quick. I think we're going to go with the NA version of 426, but I don't see it happening yet. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think the 392 will be around through 19 as well. It's still available on Jeep. Can you update Jeep SRT 392? Are the 18 Hellcats still at 65? I think I just went over those, right? Yeah, it's not 65. I don't know if you're talking about Chargers or Challengers because they're different, but I just went over those, so you should have got your answer. Jeep SRT 392, 2019, I assume. Jeep Grand Cherokee 4-wheel drive SRT. This is the 19's 0.00130 and 49%. No acquisition fee. So it's pretty typical for those big SUVs. Same with the Durangos, man. They're okay. but they're not great. They're not going to lease great, and they're expensive. So they're going to be a lot of money to lease. Hey, what's up, MK6 guy? All right. And just in case, okay, 2019. All right. Yeah. Yeah, not the greatest lease, man. They're gonna be tough. I haven't seen any good Durango SRT leases either. So, or Trackhawk, same thing. Just for giggles, a Trackhawk. Oh, sorry. Yeah, Trackhawk is standard money, which means that's like 0.002 something, and the residual is still only 50%. So yeah, that's like stupid money to lease. They just don't want you to lease those things yet. I wonder if it's going to tank. Everybody's waiting because supposedly these things are sitting on lots everywhere, because it's a $80, $90, $100,000 SUV, and it's not a luxury SUV per se. It's just, it is a high-end SUV, but it's obviously more about the performance side of it, and there's not a ton of people out there that, let me rephrase this. There's a lot of people out there that probably want a 700 horsepower SUV. I'm one of them, all-wheel drive, but there's not a lot of people who would spend that much money for that performance over luxury. Because if someone's got a ton of money, they're going to go buy some Mercedes or Lamborghini and not spend $100K on a Jeep. All right. So I'm going to go try to order one of these 392s again, see what happens. One day I might figure out how to stream the screen. All right, Dodge 2019 Challenger. Okay, it's RT Scat Pack. 6.4 liter, 6-speed manual, and 6.4 liter 8-speed auto are the two options. So I'm just going to go ahead and pick the manual. Go ahead and go over to configuration tab, which if anything wasn't available at the time, it would tell me right then and there, and it did not tell me. So that leads me to believe that there's no reason why it shouldn't be. Now I'm going to go back and I'm going to change this to a sold order just to make sure. Sometimes that changes things up, but I think I did that the last time. So I'm acting like someone is actually buying this car and I'm going in to order it. Another thing is usually when something is not available, there's a green or a yellow highlight on the model or something like that, and that means that it's on restriction. That means that it's not being built at that time. So if something wasn't being built at that time, it would have a yellow highlight on the text, and neither one of these have a yellow highlight on the text. So now something about the Challengers is it looks like you have to get like the 1320 or the TA. You can't just get like a regular RT Scat Pack, I guess. It's like you have to take one of the packages, because I'm just going to pick cloth and the paint, right? Okay, and it makes me take 1320 drag pack, TA package, or the rear seat delete group. So it's almost like you have to do the 1320 or the TA. It doesn't give you an option to do either one. Now that's actually with a manual though too. So I'm going to go back and see if the automatic is any different. But it's letting me order it, and it's got a 392 in it. So I don't know how true all that stuff was that he was saying. So okay, I'm going to pick my paint again, and it is making me pick the 1320 drag pack or a TA. Now, real quick, I know there's a question over there, but I'm going to try the Charger real quick. Okay, this one's just a Charger Scat Pack, not an RT Scat Pack. The only package available is the 6.4 liter 8-speed automatic. Okay, I'm going to click over to configuration. I'm going to pick cloth seats. And I'm going to pick my paint. Okay, did not make me do anything there. So it's not like you got to pick Daytona or anything like that. And it will let me go through with the ordering. So no, I don't think the 392 is going anywhere yet. Will it? Pretty soon, probably. just because the 426 is coming out, but not over the holidays, you know, or over the new year. So how much did you pay for a new Scat Pack with only a dynamic package and adaptive suspension? Build price from Dodge is 44. Well, yeah, I can do that. If the build price is 44, the invoice is probably about $2,000 less, 2,000 to 2,500. So that's a good, you know, I guess fair, you know, price to start at. You know, every deal is a little bit different because they could try to give you more for your trade to kind of like lure you in, I guess, you know, and then just not give a discount off of the vehicle. I guess that's why a lot of people say, you know, don't tell them you're trading first, blah, blah, blah. But it doesn't really matter. If you know what everything's worth, then you just know which way you're going to get a good deal. So you should never pay MSRP for anything, really. I guess unless it's a demon, but of course those guys were, you know, paying 10 grand, 20 grand over sticker. Ordering a Charger Scat Pack. Okay, cool. Well, hopefully you're not in Florida, because I can help you out. Remember, guys, if you're in Florida, I can sell you cars. I can sell cars to anybody pretty much in the United States, but I can't lease them. I'll build one for you real quick, though. Is it a Challenger or a Charger Scat Pack? Hopefully y'all can't hear me chewing. Oh, that's annoying. See, y'all think I had this. Look, where's my hammer? Look at that. Boom, Quicksilver, baby. Y'all probably even noticed on my other video. This is kind of where it came from. It's a little old school, but the clothing brand Quicksilver, which I know isn't cool, I guess, nowadays. I don't know. I'm not a hip kid anymore, but it just kind of started from being a kid, legit. I'm 35, and you know, I was what, 13, 14, 15 back then, you know, and Quicksilver was like a cool clothing brand, and my nickname just kind of came from that. That's where it came from. So now you know. It's stuck around. It's been my handle in video games and, you know, PlayStation networks and all kinds of stuff. Right. Z-Fly Zone, but oh yeah, Charger Scat Pack, my bad. Okay, well, I'm in Charger right now. That just the Dynamics package and adaptive suspension. Dynamics package, adaptive dampening suspension. MSRP is $44,654. Well, close, right? The invoice is $42,800. So yeah, it's almost $2,000 cheaper. You know, $2,000 less. So, I mean, you'd want to at least get right around $2,000 off. You know, but that's including all the rebates. You know, then you would add on all the rebates that are available at the current time. So that's what I would look for. I send you to email and they reply. You know, you're the second person, Miguel, that has told me that I haven't replied. So I don't know what is happening to y'all's emails. But if you want to put your email in the chat, I'll send you one real quick, and then that way, you know, whatever it is that's stopping it, you can just reply back to it. Miguel Tabia. Thanks, Frankie. Miguel Tabia. All right, Miguel. I'm gonna look for you real quick, Miguel. Miguel Tapia. There you are. Huh. Yep, sure did. There you are. All right. I found your email. I didn't find the other guy's email. I don't know how I missed you, man. I'm sorry. Cool. There, boom. Emailed. So anyway, reply to that email. That way it bumps to the top. And then now, I don't know, it knows that I replied to you. So maybe it'll put like a little tag on it for me. Anything's possible. If I come into work, man, and I'm overloaded with emails, sometimes it gets skipped. So I'm, like I said, that's why I do these. So I just, y'all can hit me up. I'm not trying to ignore anybody, that's for sure. So I get really busy at work. Oh, Boston area. Okay. I went to Boston once. That was cool. So any loyalty cash available on? No, nothing. I've never seen a rebate on an SRT product. So the only thing that's ever available on an SRT product is military rebate. So if you weren't 20 years retired from the military, you ain't getting jack. You know, it's actually interesting though. Don't never say never, because they just came out with a loyalty rebate. Wouldn't say it's necessarily a loyalty rebate, but it was like it's like a targeted direct marketing, we call it. You have to look it up by your zip code, and it's specifically for your name. Like, it's not just for everybody, it's your name. And there was a rebate if you owned a Jeep Wrangler in the past and you traded in a Jeep Wrangler, they would give you like $1,000. So now that I said that, let me look. You don't have a VIN number, do you? Yeah, I'll find one. Holy crap. Whoops, wrong button. Jeep Grand Cherokee SRT, right? Yep. Okay. Incentives. It just laughed at me. Dealership. Sure, affiliates, no. So I think the only way that I'm going to be able to check, because again, that last rebate was targeted towards a certain person. So if you give me your last name and the zip code of your mailing address, I can look up and see if you have any kind of special rebate if you want to do that. So what do you think of the new 2019 Ram Limited? I think so highly of it that I actually made a video about it. So you should go check it out. The new trucks are just absolutely, they're just mind blowing. The new trucks, especially with the 12-inch screen and all the bells and whistles that they put in them now. I mean, and the detail, I think what really gets me is the detail of the interiors on those like Longhorns and Limiteds. You know, I go over that detail in my video. If you didn't see it, check it out. I think it's a couple videos back. I do a kind of quick walk around and inside and out of the truck, and yeah, they're really nice. Yeah, Eminem. That's kind of what I'm talking about. You get like loyalty money, and it's in your name specifically, but the only way you can look those up is if you have last names and zip codes. Oh my God, my eyes are so dry. Do I look high? I'm tired, guys. Did y'all have a good Christmas? I hope you did. I did, up until what happened to my car. Mighty Mighty Testicle. I like the name, man. What's up? What do y'all think of that? We're talking about trucks. What do you think of that Jeep Wrangler truck? Care less? Think it's cool? I mean, I've been getting bugged about it for a year, basically ever since I've been in the car business at a Dodge dealership. People were like, when are they going to come out with the Jeep pickup? When are they going to come out with the Jeep pickup? When are they gonna... I'm like, look, man, you're just dreaming at this point. I honestly didn't know it was that close. So I think it's cool. You know, I think it's going to be a good seller for us. I'm all about having good sellers. You know, we've got the Pacifica. I think we have one of the best minivans on the market. I know that sucks. It's bread and butter stuff here. And, you know, we've got one of the best SUVs out there. And, of course, all the performance cars, we just kick everybody's butts. And now I think we have the best truck, and now we're about to have the best pickup. Not only will we have one of the best pickup trucks, but we're going to have a pickup truck that nobody else has, and it's a Wrangler. Oh yeah, sorry, and we have the Wrangler. So those are our bread and butter things, man. And I think it's going to be cool. Yeah, man, Wranglers aren't my thing either, at all. Trust me. But I think it's cool that they're doing it. They're like listening to the public, you know. Not a lot of dealers do that. So I think that's kind of cool. Yeah. Yeah, I agree on the overpriced thing a little bit. You know, I don't know if you're talking about Grand Cherokee, Trackhawk, or regular SRT, but yeah, I think they're both overpriced. Especially when you have the most expensive Jeep Grand Cherokee is, you know, let's just say similar in trim, 50 grand, maybe pushing 60, but yet somehow putting the SRT engine in it bumps it up like 40K. Nah, I'm good. Damn, I got the Sean O'Connell on my channel. What's up, boy? Yo, yeah, you need to trade in your Ford. I saw a funny meme about Fords. You know, with their new headlights, the little LEDs, they're like this. It says they always circled the problem, but now if you didn't get that, they put it in brackets. That's for you, Sean. Yeah, and I mean they're supposed to be putting the 426 in a Ram, which I've thought, you know, we're the performance company. You know, the last performance truck we had was like the Viper truck. We've needed a Raptor competitor for a while. That's something that's Ford has just been they've had for a long time over us, is a badass pickup truck, and I can't wait to have a badass pickup truck. No, Caitlin, that's what I talked to you about earlier. If you just put your email in chat, I'll email you real quick. That way, whatever's stopping us from communicating, you can just reply back. Somebody else said I never replied back, and I actually found their email and replied to them. So if you don't mind putting your email in the chat, I'll just email you. You know, or you could try it again, or try it at the channel name at gmail.com instead of the Quicks09. Yeah, the brackets. Buddy tagged me in it earlier, the Chevy guy, so he doesn't even talk. Well, yeah, I know we probably get tagged in a bunch of Chevy stuff, or you get tagged in Ford stuff, and I get tagged in Dodge stuff. There was whenever the hurricanes went through Texas, a hurricane went through Texas and everything got flooded. There was a picture of a Hellcat that was like up to its doors in water. I swear I got tagged in that thing like 6 times. Yeah, it's tough. If you're going to get one of the if you're going to get one of the SUVs that has the same engine, you know it's going to be slower. So you're only getting it because, I don't know, you need more room or something like that, you know, or you like the all-wheel drive. So it's got to be on the same price point for me. Because to me, that's a little bit of a sacrifice because we already have the van for the family stuff. Yeah, the Ram Rebel is nice. Buddy at work has one. It's like the air suspension. You can make it higher, and I believe that's an option for the factory. Yeah. Yeah, you can put air suspension on quite a few of the trucks we have. But what I think is really nice out there for a pickup truck, just because of the look of it, is the Ram Rebel TRX, which was a concept, but they actually are making it because it's got like a Baja look. And I've always been about like the truck needs to look like a truck. You know, I don't like the jacked up and the big rims and the skinny tires. I don't know anybody that does that. But I mean, I like smaller wheels, more tire, big tread. Jacked up is fine, but you got to have a lot of tire in there. And that's what the TRX looks like. The Baja look. That's off-road look. That's how I think trucks should look. Oh, yeah, yeah. The price is going to be stupid, I'm sure, but, you know, hey, that's what we do. How do you get a Charger Scat Pack with Dynamics package for $550 or lower on a lease? That's actually going to be tough right now. I don't know if you missed the first part of the video, but it's the numbers right now on a Scat Pack on a lease are just not a good idea. you might have to wait a little bit longer to get a good price on them. I mean, obviously, you just put more money down if you really want it. Anything is possible with more money, which, you know, I can find out what that would be or what it would take with these numbers. But I honestly wouldn't and haven't been recommending a lease right now on a Scat Pack, just because it's not too great. But if you want me to find out, I did miss the first part of the video. What may be the best time to work for them? In California, yeah. I've heard everybody from California seems like they get rough deals over there. Like it's just like the dealers think that their cars are amazing or something. I don't know, or you can't get them. I don't know if it's the EPA regulations or whatever in California, but that might be tough. I mean, how I got my good deal was I waited until there was one that'd been on the lot for like 7-8 months, and you know, it was the end of the month and the dealer wanted to get rid of it, and I threw out an offer and the numbers were really good. The numbers were basically the best they were all year, just about. And so I just caught the trifecta of a good deal. You know, right now, it doesn't really matter too much on what price you get. It's going to be tough when the lease numbers aren't that great. If you work for the dealer, once you start working a little bit more for them and you understand the leasing and all that kind of good stuff, or heck, you go back and watch some of my videos. I do a lot on car buying and leasing. You can learn a lot, even about your business, if you watch some of my videos. All you'd have to keep track of is what the residuals are and the money factors. And, you know, I do that every week or so here, where you could just ask your finance manager, you know, what they are, if he's actually going to tell you the right numbers too. YouTube account. Dude, the YouTube account has just joined people. Guys, check it out. The YouTube account. Like there's no other YouTube accounts but this guy right here. He's the YouTube account. That's all I got for you guys. Yeah, an aged unit. Anyway, you know, I'll pretty much just answer you guys' questions if you got anything else. Outside of that, I've pretty much gone over the rates and the residuals. Thanks for sticking around. Again, guys that are here that do not know me, I do videos on car buying advice, how to lease cars better, how to buy cars better, what to look out for, you know, how to get a fair deal. And I also do videos on my 2018 Charger Hellcat as well. So, well, you don't necessarily calculate it. The bank calculates it for you. So the banks put out the money factors, but calculating it, you can technically calculate it by multiplying it by 2,400 if you want to convert it to an interest rate, which more people are familiar with. So if you know, say that somebody says, like earlier in my stream, I would say something like the money factor is 0.00113. Well, if you times that by 2,400, that gives you an interest rate of 2.71. So as far as calculating anything, that's how you would calculate it into something a little bit more familiar. But the banks set those numbers. So if you're getting a lease from Chrysler Capital, they set the money factor. They set the residual. They basically control all the money. Man, Frankie's like my hype man. I need to promote you or something. 600. How do I get a car? It depends. You know, it's not all about the credit score. You know, I've sold cars to people that have 400 credit score. You know, it just all depends. All depends on your current bills that you pay, how much money you make, what your credit actually looks like, your credit history, not necessarily your score, what your car histories looked like. So that's kind of a tough call. But if it is around 600, and then of course it depends on what car you're looking at. So it's going to be easier to get a new car versus a used car with iffy credit or fair credit. Also depends on if you've ever bought a car before with credit. So there's a lot of questions there that need to be answered before I can kind of give you a straight answer. But usually if you have a couple grand, maybe you should be okay in getting a car that's, depending on your income, around 20,000 or under, or something like that. But income is going to limit you to what car you can get, and also your credit history at that point. Get better credit. Hey, Eminem Savage, I'm trying to be nice. Hey, if you got 29,000 for a down payment, you just buy it outright, right? What about a first-time buyer on a lease? That is tough. You are most likely not going to get a lease as a first-time buyer. And I'm just going to be straightforward as I can. I've heard of having a golden co-signer. I'm talking like golden 800s. You might be able to get a lease with a co-signer. Usually, if you have not had any car credit whatsoever, you're not going to get a lease on your first car. I feel like I should have some music going or something. What car may work? I forget about. Well, I mean, you're going to want to get, if anything would work on a lease, you want to get one of those super, super cheap ones, like something that leases really good, like a Jeep Cherokee. I think the Toyotas and the imports and the, Toyota Camry or something, just something that has a low lease payment, I guess. And if you have enough established credit with other things, you might have a chance. But I mean, if you're coming in, younger and you don't really have a big credit history at all, and you don't have car credit, you're probably not going to get one, but it doesn't hurt to try. I'm just warning you that it's probably you're not up against good odds. I don't know if this guy's serious or if he's a troll, but y'all can take him for me. Oh, jeez. Ooh. Send a highlighted message. Buy and send. Oh, wait. What the heck is that? And do I have to buy it? Oh, I'm sending a super chat to myself. No, I'm not doing that. All right. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, if you email me, I can help you out. I was actually going to do a video on kind of challenged credit, or how to build your credit, how to keep, stuff like that for people that might be having some issues or just starting out. I've been up and down, left and right on the roller coaster, so I know how to navigate those waters quite a bit myself. It wasn't just like I woke up and got a Hellcat. It's very true. Yeah, I mean, I started out with single mom and no money, started working my butt off and getting little credit cards and putting my gas on it and stuff like that and paying them off, and had crap cars. Shoot, I didn't even have AC in any of my cars for the first like 6 years I was driving, and I live in Florida. So, I had some pretty crappy times. And my first car I got with my own credit when I was 20. And that was a $16,000 Dodge Neon SRT4, and it was the junk. I think it was awesome. Paid it. Never missed a payment. Never was late. 2008 came along, and I was in a sales job. Why am I telling my life story? Y'all don't want to hear this crap. Nobody's saying anything else though. So I was making decent money selling stuff, but then the company decided to quit commission. Well, everything went to 1% and I just lost all the money I was making. Well, I actually had to let like everything go. I had to let my credit cards go and all this stuff, and I had a bunch of debt built up because I just started building the debt so I could pay it off to get more credit so I could buy a house. And I let everything go, but I did not let my car payment go. That was the one thing I never missed a payment on, was that. And so I went all the way down to, shoot, I was almost 400s at one point, but I kept my car going, and finally ended up getting a good job where I was making twice as much as what I was making before. Worked out deals with everybody, paid everybody off, and built myself back up. And now I think I'm like 740 or something like that now, 750. You're a regional manager for McDonald's. If you're a regional manager for McDonald's, you're probably doing pretty good for yourself. For the 2019 Ram, would you recommend the 5.7 or 5.7 e-torque? You know what? Ooh. Hey, look at that. I'm going to put that in real quick so I don't forget. All right, KYLN Watson email. I wonder, would it not let you type your email in or something? Hey, what's up? I just sent you an email, so make sure you get it. Is that right? That's crazy. I wonder if I can just send it back to you or something. I don't even know how this works. Put user in timeout. Oh, I don't know how to do that. So, well, I just sent you the email, so see if you get it and just say something. All right, so Yusuf, 5.7 or the e-torque. So, you know, it's tough. You know, if I was buying a car for to keep for forever, I would have a hard time getting e-torque unless I was planning on getting a lifetime warranty or something like that, never touching it. There's a lot. If you've watched some videos on e-torque, don't get me wrong, it's a cool system and I see some benefits in it, but it is a lot of stuff to go wrong. You know what I'm saying? Not that there already isn't on those trucks. I mean, of course, on just about everything now. There's so much electronics that can go wrong. That's just adding one more thing to the long term, because, you know, you're messing with batteries. The batteries are going to go out eventually. And, you know, you've got really high amperage batteries and 20 things like a 24 volt system, you know, just more stuff to go wrong. And I think the part that goes on the motor is like 200 pounds or something like that. So it's adding weight. And I don't know, man, if I would probably go without it, because the 5.7's been pretty solid. You know what you're getting. There's plenty of torque. They say that it adds more low end torque, but you don't feel it. So, because I've driven both and you don't feel any difference. So if I had the choice, I probably wouldn't get it with e-torque, just to have one more thing that I don't have to worry about. Maybe I need to put my microphone on the other side, huh? I can do that because I'm cool. You know, it's just, I don't even know why I wear these. I don't even know why I wear these things right here, because nothing is coming through my headset. It's not like I'm DJing anything. But I just thought it'd be different than doing something like this, because then I look like I'm official with the headphones on, don't I? I look like I'm a streamer or something. Is that what it is? Oh. NASCAR announcer. Hey, that's cool. I'll take that. Well, I hate to just sit here and stare. Trying to think of anything else to talk about unless you guys got any questions. I'll just kind of head out, and hopefully I get that video done for you tomorrow. You guys are just gonna face palm. Yeah, sure did the other day. Yeah, I hit 3K subs. That's cool. Yeah, I want to do a little giveaway. I've been trying to think of something good. Maybe I can just give away some swag. I know I think I said that on the last one, but then of course Christmas came, and not a whole lot of anything else has been getting done. But I got to think about what to do. Maybe I'll tie it into the video, the end of the next video somehow, and maybe just something simple as just leave a comment or something and like and share the video or something, and you can win some swag. I'll just kind of see if you guys want some hats or something, and I don't know. I'll find something out that I could do maybe. King James, what's up, man? It's been a while. Got my 2019 Charger Hellcat 708 with 3.5 down, 15K. Thanks, Ricky. Is it the thumbs up there? I wonder. I mean, that sounds like a pretty fair deal. For me to actually dissect it, I'd have to have all the information. I'd have to have, what the MSRP was, what they sold it to you for, and then I could probably figure it out and just make sure the numbers are right. But that sounds about right, especially since you did the high mileage one, the 15K. If you would have said 10K, I would have been like, that seems a little high, but the 15K, that seems like it's a pretty good deal, especially for being a 2019. Yeah, I don't know about that one. That seems a little high. Give me just a second. 2015? No, 2016. Okay, 16 might not be that bad of a deal. Let me see, 16. That's Charger. Two-wheel drive. 15,000. Wait, no, 15,000? 2016. Yeah, that's why I figured it's a little high. Actually, it's quite a bit high. If it had less mileage, maybe to give you an idea. Factory car, okay. A 2016 Dodge Charger SRT Hellcat with 12,000 miles on it. Here, let's just go up to 17,000 miles. Condition was 4.3 out of 5. So you'd say that's pretty damn good condition. Went for $47,000 at auction. So usually you could add about $3,000, 4 tops to that number. And what are you at? You're at like 50 grand. So yeah, I'd say they're a little high. The only advantage you have in that situation is technically if it was just a demo, then it's not it hasn't been titled yet. So there's a little bit more value in it. But I'd say that's, I mean, closer to 50 for sure, yeah, I don't know, man. 50, at least 52, maybe, since it hasn't been titled yet, if that's a value to you. See, the thing is, if that's not a value to you and you bought one and you could find one for 50, second owner, then which one's worth it to you? So, I think 56 is a little high, especially, what'd you say, 56.9? Yeah, that's high. Yeah, there you go. So yeah, Frankie's. Well, I didn't even read that comment. I pretty much hit it right there. I mean, that sounds about right. And of course, it all comes down to the dealer. You know, I mean, it depends on what they're trying to do, how many numbers they need to hit, how long they've had it. You know, every deal is different. So it's just about finding the right one. And yeah, that's high. Yeah, the JLT is cool. I mean, I don't know if you saw my video on it. It was just kind of a GoPro attached to my head style video, but the end has the results and some good noise sounds to it. I like it so far. I mean, can't really complain. It's got good noise, and you know, the water seems to just kind of drip around the filter. You know, it gets into that box, but it just drains down. Um, and you know, everything seems to be okay so far. All right, and we are pushing an hour on the live stream again. I don't know how it keeps doing this. It's just fun talking to you guys, and I like answering questions, but I am getting a little tired. I couldn't seem to get to bed. I had a good time over the Christmas break. One of the reasons was because of what happened to my car, and I stayed up late putting power wheels together for my daughter. But I'm kind of tired. So if you guys have any more questions for me, let me know. If not, I am gonna dip out of here pretty soon in the next couple minutes. Appreciate everybody joining me, and again, like and subscribe to the channel. If you are new and you don't know what I'm doing here, I do videos on car buying advice, leasing advice, what to look out for, what not to look out for, and some on my 2018 Hellcat, which I need to do some more on those videos, but it seems like nobody likes those ones. The car buying ones are the ones people likes. Yeah, no problem, guys. Yeah. Yeah, you can see, I don't know if people over on California are watching me, but it's, you know, almost 11 o'clock here. And I ain't like I used to be. I remember I used to stay up till 3 o'clock in the morning playing video games, but I'm adulting now. And 11 o'clock is late. Usually I'm in bed right now. So I'm going to go see if my wife is still up, and maybe I'll catch you guys later. All right. I'll leave my email in the chat again real quick for everybody, just in case you didn't get it. Of course, it's the channel name at Gmail, or that one, the shortened version. Yeah, Happy New Year to you guys. I probably won't see you, but hopefully I definitely will have at least the video what happened to my car up. And yeah, of course, we got a red eye in at the dealership that I ordered for someone a long time ago, and that finally came in. So I'm going to try to do, I got some footage on it. I don't know how much I'm going to really be able to get, but I didn't get any exhaust sound. So I want to go ahead and do that. Put a little video together for you on that. And if you know anybody that's looking for one, we have one at the dealership that is not claimed. So, excuse me, if anybody needs a red eye, I have one ready to go. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Peace.